following is a production of Watlington Shires and Pierce Productions. Welcome to the Wright Chrysler Dodge Ram pregame show. Just like the big game, you have to be prepared. And the same holds true when it comes to buying your next vehicle. So be prepared by going to WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com. That way you're ready to go when you hit the lot. Now it's time for us to get you ready for the big game. The Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram pregame show starts now.
Welcome back here, folks. We get ready for the guys' game coming up here in just a bit. As we got a great one on the way here for you tonight. As this is going to be a really, really good game. And another, like I said, here, as far as the girls' game goes too, that was a very key matchup here into the district here to start off. And this is going to be just as key as both these teams here are both picked to be into the top of their district to make the playoffs. Right now, though, the Shelbyville Dragons coming here ranked number 4 in Class 2A. St. Augustine Wolves weren't in the rankings before the Holiday Hoops tournament, but they seem to have fallen out of it the last week or two due to a couple losses. But I tell you what, this is a very good basketball team here, and Coach Randall's got his squad ready to go here tonight, and it should be a good one. And the Shelbyville Dragons better be ready for a good ball game here this evening. Now, these two games were pitted to play against one another in the Holiday Hoops tournament, but being a district matchup, they didn't want to play the district matchup there together, so they end up swapping out some spots in there for the final game of the Holiday Hoops tournament. So here we are tonight, ready to go on the first district matchup between these two, as both of them coming in here and undefeated into the district. And this is going to be one heck of a ball game. It's going to go up and down the floor. The place is packed here in St. Augustine. I even seen some Tennehaw folks are down here tonight. So, you know, a lot of folks are checking this out here, especially in the district, up and down the district line here. A lot of folks are watching this ball game here this evening as we're going to get ready for this one here tonight. As the final seconds are ticking off here before the start of this one. And it will be the introduction of the Shelbyville Dragons first. And here's the time off the clock.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's finale between your...
All right, so we're going to turn it over to the announcer here for the introduction of the squad.
Starting lineup for the visiting team, Shelbyville Dragons. At forward, number 5, Dallas Murray. At guard, number 1, Tanner Doggy. At guard, number 3, John Mathis. At guard, number 4, Jadavian Mathis. And at guard, number 11, DJ Barnes. The Dragons are coached by head coach Colton Wager, assistant coach D. Osby, and assistant coach Jared Wallace. All right, that's 35. Let's make some noise. Your starting lineup for your home team, the SA Wolves. At guard, number 3, Ty Cartwright. At guard, number 12, freshman, Jeremiah Dupree. At forward, senior, number 0, Jaden Stuka Kickman. At forward, junior, number 4, Josh Brulin. And starting at center, number 1, sophomore, D. Reefer. Rules are coached by Mike Young, assisted by Corey Barnes and Darius Woods.
There you have it, the exciting lineup for the San Augustine Wolves, we get ready to play some basketball in a packed house here on a Friday night in Piney Woods area game of the week. You couldn't ask for a better matchup, and it's going to be a good one here tonight, folks. We are definitely looking forward to this one. All right. Should have those guys down pretty well. Let me make sure I got the San Augustine Wolves down here. We'll do the best to keep up with the score and the time as we can. Running the camera from the corner down here tonight. We got a lot of fast action in this one. Ready to go. Renfro and Geechee ready to jump. That'll be controlled here by the Wolves. The Wolves will have it. Here to the near side. Clifton dropping it back off here to Roland. Roland. Clifton for three. Top of the key. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes out here by the Dragons. And the Dragons will push it back up the floor here. Their first offensive possession. John trying to take him on the dribble. Go to the right side. Working there against Dupree. Finding Barnes. Now Barnes bringing it out on top here all the way over to the left side. Drop it off here to Doggett. John thought about the three. Good defense there by the Wolves. John throwing it back out. Barnes with a beautiful dish to Dallas Murray. And get that out of my house right there. That's a big block. Get the crowd up and excited here early into this one. I think we may have a big block party going on here tonight. Tanner Doggett going to get the inbound. Going to kick it back out here to Barnes. Barnes down here into the corner. Sorry, folks, I know we got referees and coaches down in there, so that corner might be a little bit limited at times. Here's Barnes with a nice drive. High off the glass. DJ Barnes. First bucket of the ball game goes to the Shelbyville Dragons. Back up the floor. Come the Wolves. Clifton going to get it down up underneath. And a nice job here by the Dragons. Ball bounce around. Dragons end up with it. They give it to Barnes. As it went off of Renfro's hands there, he had a nice drive down there, but he just lost the handle on it. And it goes back here to the Dragons. Trying to calm it down here a little bit in San Augustine tonight. John Nuts. Sorry, that's Geechee. Geechee off the glass. Quick bucket. By Geechee Mathis makes it 4-0. And Coach Wager trying to get the crowd into it here. We're right over here pretty much close to the student section. Roland, they'll throw it back across here for the Wolves. Back on the far side, ball gets away. DJ Barnes trying to dive after here. Ball's on the floor. Kick it back up after it. Got to get a walk. I'm going to call that on Dupree. Dupree with a nice job trying to get back to it. Going to get a walk. It'll be an out-of-bounds play here for the Dragons over on the far end. Down here. Barnes going to get it in somebody. Going to try to throw it in long here. Finally going to be run into John Mathis. John taking it back across the line here. Working down the lane and blocked out there once again. Picked up here by Cartwright. Cartwright bringing it up the floor for the Wolves. He'll slow it down, settle it up. Stolen by DJ Barnes. Barnes dropping it back off by Doggett. Blocked once again by the Wolves. Block party big time down there by the Wolves so far here tonight in this first quarter. 5:37 to go. That's going to be a foul there on San Augustine. And it'll put Tanner Doggett at the line for the Dragons. Up 4-0 and 5:37 to go, and misses on the first. Not going to be easy. Take those easy layups in there against this defense here. The San Augustine Wolves, they're going to go in there and they're going to swat it out. As Clifton comes out of there with the rebound on the miss. Coach Randall's going to call a timeout for the San Augustine Wolves. So we'll take one with them. We'll be right back here on NetSN.
Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with a primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, They want to be the leading Deep East Texas care provider, recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished.
All righty, folks, we are back here. And see if we can check in on the big football game. See what we can do here. All right. So back at it here as it is. San Augustine basketball. They'll have it. Nice job here by Clifton. Puts up the long shot, but a great job rebounding there by Rowland to put it right back here for the Wolves to get them on the board. It'll be Barnes taking his time, coming back up the floor here for the San Augustine, for the Shelbyville Dragons. Ball's loose. Back up the floor now. Comes Rowland. Rowland going to drop it off here, and he'll drop it off to Renfro. Renfro will get the quick and easy bucket as they'll tie it up at 4. Nice job here by the Wolves. As now they'll give it back with 4:40 to go, and it's tied at 4 here in the first. Barnes will have it here to the left side. Taking it back over to the right. Now finding Doggett. Kicking it back out here now to Doggett. Once again, Mathis. John to Barnes. Dragons taking their time here, trying to find their way down inside here. Now we're going to get a foul on the drive down inside. And with 4:05 to go. Being out of bounds play here for the Dragons. Tanner Doggett trying to bring it in. Be another foul there on the Wolves on the inbound play. That was going to be on Renfro. There's Doggett trying to bring it in. And he'll get it in long here, and Barnes will run it down here in the backcourt, bring it back across the timeline. Look over here to the left side. Barnes trying to find some room, but gets shut down quick. Back outside here to Mathis. John in the lane. Gets the defense in the air, throws it back out, finds Geechee. Geechee thought about the 3. Now to John for 3. It's off the mark, will not go. Rebound comes out here by Renfro, pushing the action are the Wolves. Wolves for a 3, off the mark, will not go. Geechee with the rebound for the Dragons. Rolling with that 3 right there. He's a good 3-point shot here for Coach Randall and the San Augustine Wolves. Barnes bringing it right back up the floor here now for the Dragons. A slow-paced game here and what the Dragons like to do. Back out to Murray. Down in the corner here to Barnes over to the left side. DJ trying to drive down in. DJ high floater off the back of the iron. Will not go. Rebound comes out by Clifton. Clifton pushing it up here for St. Augustine. Rolling with a beautiful dime to Renfro up underneath. That's a great play there by Renfro. Back up the floor now. Geechee, as they now trail for the first time here, do the Dragons with 2:45 to play in the first quarter. Geechee working out on top here. Against Dupree, and they'll kick it back out of here to Barnes. Barnes down to 2.5 to play here. Working out on top against Clifton. Doggett back out to Murray. Send it back over to Barnes. Barnes, getting it back underneath here to Mathis. Geechee gets triple teamed. The ball gets away, and it's stolen away here by the Wolves. The Wolves will bring it back up the floor now. As Dupree will have it. Kick it over to the left side. Long range jumper on the way. Knocked out of bounds. Going to say it was out of bounds on Renfro. Going to give it back to the Dragons with 2 minutes to go. And a 6-4 ball game here. Shelbyville trailing and now has the basketball. They'll give it here to DJ Barnes. Barnes will bring it up across the timeline now. Barnes Over to the right side, going to find Geechee. Geechee. I see a moving screen right there by the Dragons. And they'll turn it over, 1:40 to go. The Wolves will get it right back. Neither team into bonus here in this first quarter. So the inbound comes in. And it's Cartwright. He'll bring it across the timeline now for the Wolves. Wolves setting up the play here. Kicking it back out now to Renfro. Renfro got a little bit of room. Dupree to the left side. Dupree working against Barnes. Oh, that's a walk. No call. That's out of bounds. Nice try there by Renfro. But that sure did look like a walk right there. But Dragons get it back here with 1:13 to play here. Barnes brings it up. He'll drop it off to Geechee Mathis, and he'll bring it across the timeline for the Dragons. Geechee. Over to Barnes. Barnes back out to Doggett. Doggett fought her out the long-range jumper. Now throws it back out here. John, nice job in the lane. John Mathis ties it up with a beautiful left-handed layup, and we're going to get a timeout with 46.3 to play end of the quarter, and it's tied up at 6. We'll be right back here on NetSN.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
All righty, folks, we are back here. Trying to get my internet working again. And with 43 seconds to go here into the quarter, it'll be St. Augustine basketball. We're trying to hold on here for one shot. Tied up at 6 here at the end of this first quarter. Here's a 3 on the way. Knocking it down is Roland, making it 9-6. Geechee Mathis will bring it up the floor here, drop it off now to DJ Barnes. Barnes push up along the left side with 14 seconds to go. Now take it over. Barnes still looking to find a little bit of room here for the final shot of the quarter. 3 seconds to go. Barnes gets the defender in the air. Barnes puts up the shot, will not go. And at the end of the quarter, it will be a 9-6 ball game, and the St. Augustine Wolves will have the 3-point lead. We'll be right back here for the second quarter. It's coming up here on the NetSN.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the Pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
At Shelby Savings Bank, the same thing that's true at the Selma Street location is true at the North Branch. It's where banking meets the smile. They're not just friendly tellers, they're your friendly tellers. And the smile on Manager Janet's face, it's contagious. When you say Shelby Savings Bank is your friendly hometown bank, well, you hit it right on the nose.
All righty, folks, we're back here. 14-7 at halftime for the Ohio State's over Texas right now. But right now we're getting ready to go to the second quarter. Did I change that? I did. And it's a 9-6 lead here for the St. Augustine Wolves over the Shelbyville Dragons. Big district matchup here tonight in St. Augustine. Thanks for joining us here on NetSN. Big thank you to all the wonderful sponsors who helped bring us the ball game. DJ Barnes with the ball, lose a handle on it. And it's Clifton coming out of there with it. And then back up ahead. Oh, that's going to be a little bit of a walk right there. Oh, no, it's going to be a foul on the Dragons. I believe that might have been on John. As Swindle going to check into the ball game here for Coach Wager and the Dragons. Not a lot of substitution by either coach here in this first quarter and start of the second quarter. Dupree with the basketball, dropping off underneath. Nice job under there for Renfro. And he'll get a nice bucket there for the Wolves. As Barnes will push it back up the floor now for Shelbyville and the Dragons. DJ Barnes working against Renfro. D. Renfro there. Barnes taking it right to the rack. Barnes going to be fouled on the shot. He's going to be fouled there against Clifton. That'll put Barnes at the line. I got to knock him down. The Lady Dragons had a little bit of an issue hitting the free throws here in the start of the ball game in their game, and that allowed the Lady Wolves to really get a little bit of a separation from them. The Dragons going to need to hit these at the line, and Barnes is generally pretty good at the line, and he knocks down the first one. Excuse me. First one goes down, second one on the way. Good. Back to a three-point ball game, 7:09 to play here in the half, and it is San Augustine basketball. As Cartwright brings it up the floor here for the Wolves. They'll send it over here now to Clifton. Clifton, Dupree, and we're going to get a foul away from the basketball. It's going to be right outside the lane. They're going to call that on the Adrian Renfro. And I turn it back over now to the Dragons. So we get under 7 to go. Checking into the ball game is going to be Barnes, number 5. He comes in here for Renfro. As Mathis will get to the inbound here from Barnes, and Geechee will bring it across the timeline now for the Dragons. He'll set it up out here, working against Dupree to the left side. Oh, Geechee slips and falls. Goes into the hands here of Dupree. Dupree pushing the action here for the Wolves. Dupree, nice dish. A little too strong there for Barnes, kicking it back out. Block! Geechee Barnes with the block. Ooh. The Wolves came out with a block party to start off here, and Geechee gets them pumped up here. Geechee gets a block here of the shot for the Wolves. Here's Dupree for 3. Can't get it to go. Barnes gets pushed there, and he got pushed onto the rebound, and then he gets called for the walk. So the Wolves turning back over here to the Dragons with no points onto that possession. And it will be Geechee on the inbound here from DJ Barnes. And here come the Dragons back up the floor now. Geechee dropping off here to Barnes, and Barnes work down here to Doggett. Doggett back out to Murray. Murray over to Barnes. They work it around the perimeter. Barnes working out on top here against Barnes. Barnes gets Barnes. 3 ball on the way from Tanner Doggett. It will not go. Nice rebound there by Dupree. Dupree going to push it up quick here. Going to find Clifton, and a nice job here for Clifton. Take it up and score for the Wolves. That's a nice play there for Clifton. Back up by 5 are the Wolves here as Geechee brings it back up across the timeline now. Geechee working against Barnes. And we're going to get a foul there against Barnes of the Wolves. Maybe an out-of-bounds play here, about the half-court line. Dragons basketball, that's Tanner Doggett. We'll get it in here to Geechee Barnes, or Geechee Mathis, sorry. Geechee Mathis. He'll have it out on top here, working against Dupree. Gets a screen there from Murray. Close to a moving screen. Murray just does get there. 3 ball from Geechee. Will not go. Rebound from Rowland. He'll throw it out here to Cartwright. Cartwright pushing up quick here for the Wolves. He'll slow down here. Good job, Geechee meeting him there on the right wing. And shuts that down. Send it over to the right side. Cartwright back to Rowland. Rowland, long range 3. Can't get it to go. Over the back there, no call, but it's a rebound to the Dragons. And Geechee will push up the floor here for the Dragons. Trying to throw it up ahead here to Swindle. And too far onto the pass. And the Dragons turn it over back to the Wolves. And the Wolves up by 5. Coach Wager working the refs. So Cartwright bringing it up across the timeline now. And he's going to find Clifton. Clifton, oh, slips there at the free throw line. Now throws it back out. Get back down there in the corner. They get a 3-second call there on Barnes going back the other way. So the Dragons fortunate to have a couple of opportunities here to get back into it. They're trailing by 5. And the last 2 possessions here for the Wolves have come up empty. So the Dragons got to figure out some kind of way here to get a bucket as they trail by 5 right here. Barnes with a nice drive. He takes it in and scores. Nice job for DJ. Big bucket there for the Dragons that they really needed. Here comes Cartwright back up the floor now for the Wolves. Back over here now to Clifton. Clifton. Oh, what a drive. That's going to be a foul there. As Cartwright with a nice drive, but that's going to be a foul on Geechee. Geechee Mathis is going to foul. And with 3:53 to go, we're going to put Cartwright at the line here for the Wolves. 3:53 to go here till halftime. In a very low-scoring game. Kind of wonder how that second half is going to come out. Kind of makes you wonder if it's going to be a high, explosive second half. Cartwright misses the first. Second one on the way is no good. Rebound comes out here for Geechee Mathis, and Geechee gets it across the timeline now for the Dragons. Geechee wanted to take Dupree on the dribble. Dupree with another good block here for the Wolves. I'll tell you what, the Wolves have had some big blocks here tonight. That goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Dragons, though, underneath. In fact, they're going to bring DJ Barnes in there for the inbound. DJ going to throw it in long here to Geechee. Geechee back across the line here. 3.5 to go in the quarter. 13-10. 6-6 at the end of the first quarter. Geechee, beautiful pass. Tanner Doggett in the corner for 3. Too strong. Rowland with the rebound. Throws it up ahead here. Yeah, going to find Dupree. Dupree going to get it down here in the corner to Cartwright. Cartwright with a bounce pass down inside to Barnes. Barnes back to Cartwright. Cartwright throws it out on top. 3 ball for Dupree. Can't get it to go. Murray can't get the rebound. Kicks it out here to Mathis. And Mathis back up before Geechee. Gives it to Barnes. Now under 3 to go. Barnes looks for the shot. Can't get it. Out of bounds. Back to the Wolves. 2:52 to go in the half. It just seems like both these teams are playing very well here. A couple shots haven't fallen. But if either team gets to run in here, here's a 3 on the way from Dupree. Can't get it. Oh, nice rebound from Barnes. Can't get it. Another one for Rowland. Finally, Rowland gets the rebound and puts it right back in and scores. Good job there by Rowland. Back up by 5. Go the Wolves as Mathis has it for the Dragons. Doggett in the lane, kicking it back out. Swindle. Now back to Barnes. Barnes. DJ. In the lane. Gets shut down there, and that's going to be a foul. Now, maybe on Cartwright, number 3. I still don't think either team is in the bonus, though. And with 2:07 left to play here into this first half, 15-10, as Porter was going to check in, then he doesn't. Okay. Here's a shot on the inbound here. Going to get Geechee. Throwing it back out here. DJ Barnes for 3. Will not go. Rowland gets the rebound. Going to throw it up ahead here now. Cartwright. Kick it all the way over. Barnes knocks it out of bounds. And it stays with the Wolves over on that far side. Clifton on the inbound. Kicks it back out here to Cartwright. Cartwright All the way back across. 3 on the way. Back of the iron will not go. Rebound by Barnes. Barnes going to push the action here for the Dragons. Barnes right in the lane. He gets fouled on the way up by Rowland. And that should put Barnes out of the line here, shooting a couple with 1:38 to play into the half. And a chance to get it back to within 3. The Dragons have been down by 5 most of the ball game here. They've had it to within 3 a few times. And the Wolves just can't seem to pull away from the Dragons here as Barnes knocking them down at the line. Swindle checks out for John Mathis back in the ball game. And looking to see who checked in over there. That's Porter. And Dupree checking back into the ball game here for Coach Randall. So Porter checks into the ball game. Dupree already in. 1:38 to go here, and Barnes looking to knock down the back half. And does. Back to a 3-point ball game. I get my score to change. Here we go. Cartwright going to bring it up the floor now. Back out here to Clifton. Clifton throws it back across. Finds Porter. Clifton. Nice drive. Stop and pop it. Clifton can't get it to go. Mathis with the rebound. Chance for the Dragons to get a little bit closer. Throwing it up ahead here. Doggett. Taking it back out here. Barnes for 3. Bam! DJ Barnes from downtown. Ties the ball game at 15. Back up the floor here come the Wolves with 1:03 to go. And it's now a 15-15 ball game. We'll be right back here on Net SN.
At Shelby Savings Bank, the same thing that's true at the Selma Street location is true at the North Branch. It's where banking meets the smile. They're not just friendly tellers, they're your friendly tellers. And the smile on Manager Janet's face, it's contagious. When you say Shelby Savings Bank is your friendly hometown bank, well, you hit it right on the nose.
All righty, folks, back here. Still 1:03 to go here till halftime, and it's tied at 15 on a low-scoring affair here in St. Augustine in one of the most packed houses I've seen in a long time. You're not going to get anybody else in here, that's for sure. If they do, it's going to be tight. Here we go, minute to go, and the Wolves have the basketball. Clifton goes over to the far side. Nice drive here by Cartwright. Back in iron, can't get it to go. Barnes comes out with the rebound. Throws it up ahead here, finds Mathis. Geechee with the drive, puts up the floater, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound. And Geechee puts up a shot. And Geechee Mathis gives the Dragons a lead for the first time since early into the first quarter. 32 seconds to go here for the Wolves, and Coach Randall may have them hold for one shot here. Dupree up in the middle here, kicking it back out here. 3 ball away from Clifton, can't get it to go. Geechee gets the rebound. And a chance now for the Dragons to increase the lead here before the half with one shot as Geechee comes across the line. Here now with 10 seconds to play into the half. Geechee to the middle, 6 seconds, 5 seconds to go. Mathis with the floater, out the glass, can't get it to go. Murray with the rebound and gets it to go at the buzzer. Dally Murray with the rebound and the putback right at the buzzer gives the Dragons a 4-point lead here at the end of the first half. Ball game as the Dragons come off the floor here. Good job, fellas. And the Wolves come off here as well. Playing a great game here tonight. Both teams playing really good here in this first half. And let's have a feeling we're going to see a very good and explosive second half here on the way here by both of these squads coming up. It is 7:44 here till halftime. Good job, guys. It is halftime right here. We're going to have some halftime entertainment by the, looks like the San Augustine cheerleaders going to be out here entertaining the crowd. But we're going to take a break. And a very exciting ball game as now the Dragons have a 19-15 lead here at halftime. Brought to us by the good folks at Farmers State Bank.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
One of my favorite memories is waking up on Sunday morning at Grandma's house to the smell of breakfast. Now, Diamond B Cafe's not quite Grandma's house, but it's pretty darn close. Now, it may take an extra minute to get the food to the table, but quality takes time. Diamond B Cafe on the corner of Timpson and Tennehaw in Center. If you're in a hurry and need a quick pick-me-up, stop by Diamond B Coffee, 500 Hurst Street, serving specialty coffees, breakfast, lunch, and sweets.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Joaquin Tire in Joaquin, Texas. Family owned and operated with new and used tires, general mechanics, and road services. Jesse and his team is proud to serve the community with car, truck, and commercial mag vehicle tires. They're located in Joaquin at the 84 and Highway 7 split. Call the shop today to make an appointment at 936-269-9516. That's 936-269-9516. Joaquin Tire is a proud sponsor of Game.
If elegance is on your
Wondering what
shopping
the best
list,
thing is
then
to do
the
with your
place to
land?
go is lasting
Crossover
impressions.
from dreams to
You
a
find them
plan
between
with
Tennehaw
Sandy
Highway
Creek
and Highway
Land
96
Enhancement.
on Foster
They help
Street.
you
Bath
maximize
and
the
Body
land of
for
East
Him and
Texas.
Her, jewelry,
Take a
and
trail,
the
turn it
very
into a
finest of home
driveway,
decor.
create beautiful ponds,
Perfect for
dirt
showers,
work of all
perfect
types.
for yourself.
Bush
because you
hogging
deserve
and mulching
the
as
best.
well.
The team
It's
at Lasting
Sandy Creek
Impressions
Land
backs
Enhancement.
the Dragons and Lady Dragons.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here as we get ready to go for halftime as we got the second half on the way. 19-15 is the score right now as the Shelbyville Dragons came out here in just the last minute or so of this second quarter were able to get themselves a 4-point lead after trailing most of the half here. It was 6-6 at the end of the first quarter. So both teams come out here and have been playing really good defense. Have missed a couple of three-point shots here, but some second-chance shots have gone down for both sides. Just not a whole lot of shots falling down both ways here so far into this first half. But good defense, like I said, both sides, and just kind of timing out, just trying to find their way down inside here. Not a whole lot of rush by either side so far. So the second half should be good, and I'm really thinking that the second half might be a little bit more than what we saw here in this first half. We'll just have to see how it goes. Right now, it is a great first half here. It is a 19-15. At halftime, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll be right back here, bringing the second half. It's on the way here on NetSN. All righty, folks, we're back here and keeping up with the football game and just seeing that the Texas Longhorns scored to tie it up 14 apiece. So good job there by the Longhorns now to make it a 14-14 ball game. Still about 3 minutes left to go there into the third quarter. So here we go to the third quarter of this great basketball game here tonight in St. Augustine in front of a packed house here this evening. And I knew this was going to be a big game, and it has turned out to be that. And here we go for the second half as we're ready to go here. Let me get our screen right. There we go. And we're ready to go now for the second half. Wolves basketball. They'll have it now, and we'll go right to left. Sending it back over here to the right side. Dupree dropping it back off out underneath. And, oh, that one gets knocked away. Wolves get a hand on it. Goes out of bounds. Stays. Dragons get a hand on it. Goes out of bounds. Stays with the Wolves here. Down in that far end. Roland ready to bring it in now for St. Augustine. Bounce pass on the inbound. Here comes a Dupree. Back to Cartwright. Cartwright. Looking here to the left side. Send it back over to Dupree. Dupree. Back to the left. Here to Cartwright. Cartwright. Up underneath. Clifton going to drop back. Oh, Cartwright, what a good move in there. Breaking ankles in there. Cartwright gets his own shot. Rebound. Back out here to Clifton. Clifton in the corner, throwing it all the way back out. And Dupree will set it back up now, trying to drop it back off underneath here to Renfro. Renfro puts up the shot, won't go. Geechee comes out there with the rebound for the Dragons. The Dragons pushing the action here. Now, take it back out here to Murray. John here into the corner. John has it knocked away and stolen. Clifton going to come out there with it. Clifton pushing the action right into the middle of the lane. Clifton can't finish the shot. Knocked away from behind. Doggett can't come out of there with it. And it ends up in the hands there of Renfro, Adrian Renfro, sorry. And he's going to be fouled on the way in, and that's going to be against the Dragons. So the Wolves will have it underneath their own goal, ready to bring it in. Long inbound, comes in now to Clifton. Clifton over in the corner. 3 ball on the way. Will not go, hits the top of the rack. That's it out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Dragons. So trying to cut into that 4-point lead there with a good-looking shot there. Doesn't go down, but Dragons have the basketball. Geechee Mathis brings it up, finds DJ Barnes, and Barnes brings it back across the timeline here for the Dragons. Barnes trying to drive inside line. Nice job there, dropping the dime to Dallas Murray. And Dallas Murray makes it the largest lead for the Dragons here of the ball game as they now go up 6. We get close to 6 minutes to go here in the third. Wolves have the basketball. Cartwright with a beautiful drop-off right there, but it's stolen away. John in the lane gets knocked away there by Roland, but Geechee right there to recover the loose ball. Still trying to work away. Great defense there by the Wolves. Wow, that was great defense. Good job by Geechee to hang in there. He was surrounded by 3 Wolves, and he's able to get rid of it and set it back up by the Dragons. Wow, good job there by the defense and the offense there by Geechee. Dragons with the ball now. Here's Barnes driving in the lane. Knocked away. Roland knocks it into the hands. DJ Barnes picks it back up. They'll give it to John. John will look over Coach Matt Wager and get a new sign and ready to go here for the new play. Barnes in the lane and the floater. Murray comes out there with the rebound. Nice job, Dally Murray. Going to back out here. Geechee in the lane. Geechee has it knocked away there, and that's going to be a foul on Renfro. And that might be a shooting foul, and I do believe it is. That'll be against Renfro. And that'll put Geechee and Mathis at the line here, trying to increase the lead as the Dragons have now gone up by 6. And that's off the back of the iron. So Geechee trying to make 1 out of 2 here. and knocking it down at the line. So the Wolves bringing it back up. Cartwright with the basketball here for St. Augustine. Throwing it all the way back. A nice save. But here's a steal. John gets the defense in the air and it rolls off the rim. Can't get it to go, but gets his own rebound. Finally bounce. Still won't go. Ball comes out. Clifton with it. They're going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow. Going to go with the Dragons. Good job here by the Dragons. Get down there, be tenacious on the defense. Get your hands in there trying to get that ball. But good job there also by Clifton hanging on to it. And they'll get it out long here now to Geechee. Geechee drop it off here to Barnes, and DJ will pull it back out here, set it up for the Dragons. 4:50 to go, up by 7. 22-15 on this key district matchup here tonight. Dragons were able to get a big win over West Sabine on Tuesday. They need a big one right here tonight as Barnes drives to the bucket and gets the jam. And that takes it up to a 9-point lead here and a timeout on the floor. 4:34, and the Wolves call a timeout. So we'll be right back here in 1 minute on NetSN.
These fine following sponsors bring you our coverage of Pineywood sports. Lasting impressions, because you deserve the best. Dr. Deborah Worsham, the local and professional touch. Rancho Grande and Timpson, Shelby County's destination for special events. And First National Bank, a tradition you can trust. These fine sponsors bring us the Pineywood's Game of the Week. If elegance is on your shopping list, then the place to go is Lasting Impressions. You find them between Tenhaw Highway and Highway 96 on Foster Street. Bath and body for him and her, jewelry, and the very finest in home decor. Perfect for showers, perfect for yourself, because you deserve the best. The team at Lasting Impressions backs the Dragons and Lady Dragons.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here. 24-15 into the third, 4:34 to play. And it is St. Augustine Wolves basketball here into the third. As Dupree gives it to Cartwright. Cartwright brings it up the floor here for the Wolves. And the Wolves hope to get their first bucket of the quarter here as they've gone cold here in this third. Clifton in the lane. And that's going to be an offensive foul against St. Augustine. Barnes going to check into the game here. He's going to come in for number 1 Renfro. 4:15 to go. The Dragons will have the basketball as Barnes will bring it up. And the Dragons can kind of play their game right here now, up by 9 for a little bit. 4 minutes ago. Step the 4 corners here and just take some time off the clock. Just let it roll out. Now Clifton goes up to start to count Barnes over on that far side. Barnes all the way back over to Geechee here. Working against Dupree. Dupree going to come out there with the steal. Dupree, nice job by Dupree making the steal. That was a big bucket needed there for the Wolves. They needed that one. That's their first one of the quarter. 4.5 minutes to get it. Back up the floor now comes Barnes. He's got Clifton on him out there. Half-court line. Barnes. John in the corner. 4-3. Cannot get it to go. Barnes with the rebound. Look good. Barnes throws it up ahead. Now rolling. Kicking it back out here now to Cartwright. Getting down to 3 minutes to go. And the Wolves with a chance to cut into the lead a little bit closer here. 3 on the way. Oh, just off the mark here, but a nice rebound by Barnes. And Cartwright trying to drive in here from the baseline on the left side. Now comes back out at the free throw line. Dropping it back off here to Roland. Roland back out to Cartwright. Cartwright, left side of the lane, puts it up. And that's going to get the hoop and the harm for Cartwright as that will fall. And he'll get the 3-point opportunity here. Chance to cut it to 4 with 2.5 to go as Cartwright gets the hoop and harm right there. So going to the line is Cartwright for the Wolves. And we're going to get a check here of the book. Make sure everything's good. Looks like everything is. So now ready to go here. Cartwright steps up. Can't complete the three-point play. Geechee gets the rebound for the Dragons, and he'll bring it up the floor here. 2:23 left to go here into the third. Dupree made a steal last time here in this last possession. Geechee goes around this time. Geechee, oh, that's going to be a charge. Good job there by Barnes to stand in there and take it. Geechee going in there just a little too strong. And Barnes standing in there and taking a big heavy charge there from Geechee Mathis. Turned back over here to the Wolves, who are now down by 5 with right about 2 minutes to go here into the third. Chance to close this gap here, Dupree. Back out to Cartwright. Cartwright send it back over down in the corner. Cartwright comes up with it. Oh, nice move there along the baseline, and it gets stuck. Oh. Possession arrow there. As Clifton got it stuck there coming from the right side. Got it stuck right there into the rim. So possession arrow, after they pull the ball down, goes to the Wolves. So possession goes to the Wolves. They'll keep it. On the inbound here to Roland. Roland, inbound in the lane. Nice. Okay, gets a shooter's roll. That's a nice try there by Roland, but it doesn't go down for him. Geechee gets the rebound. He'll kick it back out here to Barnes, and Barnes will now bring it up here for the Dragons with 1:35 to go. In the third, he'll bring it across the timeline. Barnes. Geechee driving along the left side. Going to get Roland. We're going to get Roland on the foul right there. Is Geechee on the drive with 1:29 to go. Be an out-of-bounds play here for the Dragons. We got Eli Ferguson over here to the Dragon. Yelling for him on the side. Barnes, inbound. Oh, tried to get it there to Dallas Murray, but knocked away there. Good job by Clifton to knock it away. Gives it up ahead here to Dupree. Dupree down in the corner. Oh, nice job to Barnes into the lane. Can't get it to go. Murray gets the rebound, gets it to Geechee. And Geechee will slow it down here, take his time. It'll be about a minute to go once they come across the timeline here in the third. Barnes brings it up over to the far side. 1 minute to play into the third, 24-19. Dragons with the lead. Geechee trying to drive down inside. Now pulls it right back out. Down here in the corner here to John John. John John around the defense, in the lane. Throws it out. That one gets tipped away by Roland. Picked up there by Barnes. Barnes finding John John. Nice job, though, by Barnes to come back in the lane and make him alter his shot. And it's Clifton coming out there with the rebound for the Wolves. That's good defense there by the Wolves. Under 30 seconds to go. Cartwright in the lane, lose a handle on it. Somebody got a hand on it, knocked away. I think that was Barnes. And Barnes ends up with it now with 20 seconds to go. And the Dragons are going to look to go for one shot here before the end of the third. As Barnes has it there coming across the timeline. Try to catch the whole floor right here. Barnes here to the middle. Barnes drives in. He's going to be fouled on the way in. And Barnes will commit the foul. Number 5. That'll put DJ at the line with 3.3 to go here into the third. And a chance for the Dragons to increase the lead. So as Barnes steps up here with 3.3 to play into the quarter. First shot, good. DJ's been pretty solid at the line tonight. Second shot on the way. And Barnes will knock it down. Back up to a 7-point ball game here, and one opportunity here for the Wolves before the end of the quarter. That one gets knocked away and stays with the Wolves. Still 2.5 to go as Dupree will be ready to bring it in. Going to get, Dupree. Going to bring it in here. Going to give it to Barnes, and Barnes going to hold on to it here for the end of the third quarter. So it'll be a 26-19 ball game at the end of the third quarter. We'll be right back here for the fourth quarter, folks. Stay with us. It's going to be a good one when we come back right here on NetSN.
Aurora Concepts, Primary Care Center, and just behind it, Medical Specialist Center, is a team supervised by Dr. Jane Todd and led by Don Barnes. They're professionals. They provide good family care to everyone in the family. They're also your center for testing and vaccinations. When there's something wrong and you don't know what, call Aurora Concepts.
Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with a primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading deep East Texas care provider, recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith, focused on family.
All righty, folks, we're back here. We're ready to go for the fourth quarter. Checking in on the big football game. Tied at 14, just starting the fourth quarter there in the Cotton Bowl. As it is now, Tanner Doggett gets tripped up. And loses the handle on that one and out of bounds. Goes back to the Wolves. So the Wolves will get it to start off here. Trailing by 7. And Cartwright will have it, bring it up the floor now for St. Augustine. Dupree. Now back out to Barnes out on top, trying to get it up underneath. Get up under there to Porter. And here's a three on the way. Will not go. Rebound comes into the hands here of John Mathis. And John taking his time here. We'll give it back to DJ and Barnes. Bring it back across the timeline here, taking the time. And Tanner Doggett back in the ball game. Gives it to Murray. Send it to Barnes. Barnes up underneath. Geechee has to take it away there, but John comes out of it. John puts up the shot, won't go. Geechee tries to put it back up, still won't go. Ball's loose. John comes out of there with it out on top. John in the lane against 3 Wolves, and it gets knocked away out of bounds, stays with the Dragons. John and Geechee working hard underneath there. As the Mathis brothers trying to deliver. Doggett on the inbound, finds Geechee. Geechee back to Doggett on that far corner. Good job by Rowland to get there on the defense. Doggett, that's a walk. It's an extra little step there by Tanner. And 6:50 to go. The Wolves will get it back here with another opportunity to close this gap. As Cartwright gets it on the inbound, and they'll bring it up the floor. Send it back out here to Dupree. Now to Barnes out on top. 6:40 to go. Back to Dupree down in the corner here to Clifton. Rolling. That one's a little too high. And coming out of there with it is John. John going to take his time and he'll slow it down here. Barnes. As John looking for some help there as the guys are coming up. Barnes runs into the back of John here. So inadvertent foul there by Barnes, and out of bounds play here for the Dragons with 6.5 to play. The Dragons up by 7, 26-19 here in this big district matchup. In a game, folks, where I really thought we were going to be seeing something like a 60 to 65 point ball game out here. Good defense by both these squads. Kicking it back out here. Kind of the game that I've seen the Shelbyville Dragons play before. DJ Barnes can't complete the scoop shot. Cartwright comes out of there with the rebound. He tries to take it in. He's going to throw up the shot. He'll be fouled, and he'll go to the line, Will Cartwright. So Cartwright back to the line here with 5:55 to go. See if he can close up this gap right here. Off the mark here for Cartwright. So Cartwright misses the first. Second one on the way is up and good. 6-point ball game here. Dragon basketball going to be facing some pressure here by the Wolves. Give it to Geechee. Geechee bounce pass back over here now to Barnes. And Barnes back out. He's trying to take some time off the clock here with a 6-point lead. Back over to Geechee to the left side. Geechee in the lane with a nice drive. Blocked by Rowland, picked up by Cartwright. Cartwright pushing it back up the floor. Ball gets knocked away. It's on the floor here. Possession arrow looks like it's going to go to the Wolves. And with 5:17 to go, the Wolves will have it as Dupree will be ready to bring it in here for St. Augustine. Dupree, long inbound, comes in now to Clifton. Clifton back over to Cartwright over to the right side. We'll get close to 5 minutes to play into the ball game here. And a 6-point lead for the Dragons. Entry pass up underneath there and knocked away. And coming out of there with it is John Mathis. As Renfro lost the handle on the basketball trying to get to the rack. And Mathis comes out of there with it. And now 4:45 to go. DJ Barnes out on top. In now, in the lane, dropping off here to Murray. Murray with the floater, can't get it to go. And the rebound comes out by Renfro. Oh, that just bounced off the side of the rim there for Murray. 3 ball on the way here for the Wolves, can't get it. John with the rebound. Here comes Mathis, back up the floor for the Dragons. And the Dragons going to take some more time off. Get down to 4:15 to go as Barnes. Covered up out there by Clifton, gets the screen. Now Cartwright comes out on the defense. Barnes in the lane, puts up off the glass. DJ Barnes with authority, takes it in and scores. Nice play for DJ. Wolves come right back up the floor here. Now under 4 to play. Wolves need a good offensive possession right here. Last couple haven't been so good. The Wolves only scored 5 points here in the third quarter and almost 5 minutes of the fourth quarter here. So nice rebound there by Clifton. That goes in and out. Oh, on the floor goes Renfro. DeAdrian Renfro, hope he's okay. He went up high for that rebound. He comes down there and lands on his side, but looks like he's going to be okay. So, yeah, the Wolves, like I said, right at 4.5 minutes here in this quarter in the entire third, only scoring 5 points. Hasn't been here we go. 3:31 left to go, and out of bounds play here as they get it on the inbound here. And oh, there we go. Finally, the Wolves get one to go. Clifton knocks one down on the inbound play. 3:20 left. Dragons get it. Trying to play keep away here from the Wolves. They got to have a bucket right here. Ball gets away from Geechee. Ball's on the floor. Barnes. That's going to be off of Barnes. Nice try there by St. Augustine. Going to be an out-of-bounds play here coming. As checking back into the ball game is going to be Renfro for Barnes for Coach Randall. As Geechee with Dupree in front of him. Gets it into DJ into the backcourt. He'll be down about 3 minutes to play in the ball game once he gets back across the timeline for the Dragons. Barnes in double team, trying to drive over to that left side. Gets it John. Now out here to Geechee. Geechee working against Dupree. And the Dragons will take it back out here, set it up, take some more time off the clock. Talking to Coach in the JV game about their 4 corners. They do that pretty well. Oh, that's going to be a foul on the floor before the shot against the Wolves. So 2:36 to go. Wolves just not fared very well here in this second half. So we get a timeout with 2:36 on the clock. 28-22. We got a 1-minute timeout. We'll be right back here on a Net SN.
If elegance is on your
Wondering
shopping
what the
list,
best thing is
then
to
the
do with
place
your
to go
land?
is Lasting
Crossover
Impressions.
from dreams
You
to
find them
plan
between Tunnel
with
Highway
Sandy Creek
and Highway
Land
96
Enhancement.
on Foster
They help
Street.
you
Bath and
maximize
Body
the
for
land of
him
East
and her,
Texas.
jewelry,
Take a
and the
trail,
very
turn it into a
finest of home
driveway,
decor.
create beautiful
Perfect
ponds,
for showers,
dirt work of all
perfect for
types,
yourself, because
bush
you
hogging
deserve
and mulching
the
as
best.
well.
The team at
It's
Lasting
Sandy
Impressions
Creek Land
backs
Enhancement.
the Dragons and Lady Dragons. These center sponsors support our Piney Woods teams. Abundant Love Ministries. Come worship with us. Fast Tax Service. Get your taxes done fast. Bird Forestry. Your forest, their focus. Tomlin Insurance, your progressive insurance dealer. And Andrews Construction. See what Ricky can do with your kitchen or your bathroom. They are all proud of our Piney Woods men's and women's teams.
All righty, folks, we're back here with 2:36 left to play into the ball game, and it is Dragon basketball. They'll get it on the inbound here. They'll find Geechee out on top here. So back it out close to the half-court line. Now get down to John John. John John for three. Knocking down the three. John John Mathis. Big three right there. That's a big bucket for the Dragons as they get up by 9. Now their largest lead of the ball game, and the Wolves really need a good offensive possession here. Down inside. Nice job. They get it down in there to Renfro, but Renfro can't finish. Rebound comes out. And it will be Dragon basketball as Barnes brings it back up across the timeline here with 2 minutes to play. Back over to the far side. DJ Barnes. Back. Mathis for three. This time Geechee Mathis for three. Knocking it down. And now it's a 12-point lead with 1:49 to go and a timeout onto the floor. And we'll take another timeout with them. We'll be right back here on Net SN.
One of my favorite memories is waking up on Sunday morning at Grandma's house to the smell of breakfast. Now, Diamond Bee Cafe's not quite Grandma's house, but it's pretty darn close. Now, it may take an extra minute to get the food to the table, but quality takes time. Diamond Bee Cafe on the corner of Timpson and Tenahawk in Center. If you're in a hurry and need a quick pick-me-up, stop by Diamond Bee Coffee, 500 Hurst Street.
All righty, we're back here with 1:49 to go, and the Dragons have opened up to a 34-22 ball game. And the Wolves just not having a best of second halves here, as they've only been able to score about 7 points here in the second half. They had some good drives in there, but balls are just not falling for them. Back outside, here comes Cartwright trying to drive down in there. Ball gets taken away and knocked away. John John Mathis comes down in. Dupree on the defense. John John gets the easy bucket. And the Dragons increase the lead here to 14. There's Tanner Doggett almost making a steal there on the far side. Jumps in front of that pass. Knocks it away. And out of bounds, stays with the Wolves. Clifton driving down the side off the side of the glass, won't go. Rebound. Renfro and Mathis going for it. Jump ball, possession arrow goes to the Dragons. So 1:06 to play here. Dragons are bringing up the floor. We'll get about under a minute to go once Geechee comes across the timeline here for the Dragons. Working here against Clifton. 50 seconds to go. Bounce pass by John John. Thought about the three. Coach says no, don't take it. Spread them out. 40 seconds to go. Up by 14. Pretty much going to be the end of it right there. As Geechee, John John should say, hanging on to it to get under 30 seconds to go. It looks like the Dragons are going to come out here with the big district matchup victory here tonight. big one for the Shelbyville Dragons. They needed this one here tonight. And a big win over St. Augustine, as the Wolves just didn't have the best second half here. If they did, it would have been a little bit different, I do believe. But the final score, St. Augustine Wolves 22, the Shelbyville Dragons 36, as the Dragons win it big here tonight in St. Augustine. We'll be right back here with our Aurora Concepts postgame show on NetSN.
Nobody wants to be sick, but at least at Aurora Concepts, being sick is easy. From their spacious waiting room to their experienced and friendly staff, they care about you, they listen to you, they're here for you. From start to finish, that's the experience at Aurora. Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Well, I don't know. Well, folks, we had somebody kind of take out our table, and I think that we may just be on a little bit of audio right here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and shut this down and pack it up because we kind of got things messed up right now. So it's a final. Shelbyville gets the win here. We'll see you for the next one here on NetSN. We're going to shut this down. I don't know. Somebody took out my table and everything's all messed up. So sorry about that. It's okay.